Welcome back to our media study group. So for today's class, we are going to start with questions. Let us see how much you learned or remember from the previous class we had. Okay, for our first question, let us find out why you is having a hard time editing. You can choose the best answer here, but the best answer would be number 4. It says here, when editing, I thought about the various sources, so I took a lot of pictures. So why number 4? Because it's going to be hard to edit if you have a lot of unnecessary sources, right? Because in reality, all of these sources, you don't need a lot of them. That's why it's important to have a specific plan before shooting. So you won't have this kind of problem in the future. For our next question, it says here, you planned something and started YouTube. Am I the only one has an ominous feeling that things are going to go wrong? Let's find it together. So it says here in number 4, for the question number 2. So why do you think is, or what do you think is the best answer? And it's number 2. So why number 2? It says here, I think this idea is really good. Can we make some money through this now? This is actually for the broadcasting stations, what we learned from our previous class. When they have a good idea like news of a certain issues, through this, they can actually earn money. But with individual content creators, it's actually hard at first. This is not actually a good mindset for a individual content creator, especially when you're a beginner. So the best answer would be number 2. For our next question, it says here, as an individual content creator, how can you tell that you are preparing properly? So what do you think is the best answer for this? The best answer for this is number 2. It says here, what am I lacking? I have to cover it with my family or coworkers once the cast is complete. So, diba, in number 2, you have the desire, you have this desire to feature your friends or your family in your videos. That is how you know that the people around you actually supports what you do. So the best answer is number 2. And for our last question, it says here, Yuil is trying to create a YouTube channel, but he only has one cell phone. So why do you need, or what do you need the most right now? So you have your own cell phone, right? So the best answer would be number 3. Why number 3? So because all of this actually are important: the microphone, the gimbal, and a better video editing app. But as a individual content creator, you should think what's the most important thing as a beginner. Of course, you have your own cell phone, and a cell phone has its own recorder, and you can actually use your earphones or headset. It has a built-in microphone in it. You can actually use that simple microphone. And gimbal, actually, it's really expensive for a beginner, for a individual content creator, and it takes a lot of practice how to use gimbal actually. And then a better quality editing app. We all know we have a lot of editing app in Google Play Store or even App Store. We have a lot of options for editing app. You don't need to buy expensive editing app since you're only a individual content creator, and when you are just beginning a YouTube career, what you actually need is a tripod. So why tripod? So the best answer is number 3. Buy a tripod to hold your phone. So why? This help you to make your videos not to be shaky. And it will actually be easier for you to shoot a simple videos if you have a tripod with you. Right? Okay, so that's the last question. Let us proceed to our next topic. It says here, stop making excuses about equipment. You need to develop the skills to use the equipment you have. That's what I said in the last question, right? Stop making excuses. So this whole course is designed to help you to become YouTubers, obviously. So from now on, there's no more excuses, okay? Don't let those excuses to stop you to start your YouTube career. Because even with our phones, even if it doesn't have a very, very good quality, but that's a start. You have a cell phone. This thing shouldn't stop you from starting. We should stop saying, oh, I don't have the right equipment with me. Most of us already actually have a tripod or selfie stick with us, even though some of us are not actually professionals, right? We have this necessary materials to start a YouTube career. There is also a case when you don't have a separate microphone or for your audio, it is not that good, but you can borrow the phone of your mom or your dad's phone to use it as your microphone and record your audio separately. You only just have to find a way, ways to use what you have. And the point of all this is that you can do it. Start, reach for your dream. You can do it. Don't let this stop you from starting your YouTube career. So stop making excuses. For our next presentation. And by that, as you keep making more content for your YouTube, as you're making content, your quality to improve. That's what you want, right? As you grow, you want the quality of your videos to improve. Gradually, you're gonna have to upgrade your equipments. Yeah? You need a better camera, audio recorder, or microphone, and a computer. The important thing is you have to decide or know well what to get. You can't just buy a random stuff, right? You need to have an idea what is the right equipment for you. So first here, for the camera, purchase the ideal camera that needs for your needs. It says here. So let's say I'm a vlogger. I walk around with a selfie stick, and as a vlogger, what do I need more? Do I need a tripod or do I need a stabilizer? So you always have to think about the equipment that you're using. The one thing, there's a huge varieties of camera, right? As a vlogger, you don't need a super good camera because it might show like the acne or the pores you have on your face. You can save money with that. There's also a camera with long and big lenses, but you can't carry that around because it's too heavy. And big lenses, actually, they're actually really expensive. And you don't have to buy this level of cameras. You always need to know what is the right equipment for you, as I always mentioned. And next one is for the microphone. Consider what kind of microphone you're going to get according to where you are going to use it. So even with microphones, they also have a large variety. It's different kinds of microphones. Like there are designated microphone for ASMR, microphones for that are good for interviews. But even with microphones, you have to know which suit your content the most. And lastly, for computer, it says here, computer specification editing software could be Mac or Windows. Even though microphones and cameras are specialized, but with computers, you need to get the best option with the best quality. So why is this? Because you want to be your editing part to be smooth, fast, and reliable so that you can create a content fast and more efficiently. And you need to have more memory so you can save more videos. And you can actually choose whether Mac or Windows computer. It depends on your preference, but as CTS, we personally recommend that you get a Mac. So I actually have a next question for you guys. It says here, what are the other problem in the editing process? So in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, actually, I have a problem with editing when it started to get lag or Final Cut will appear some message and it says that I don't have enough space. I don't have enough memory. So that is the main problem for me is the for the editing process. I don't have enough space for my files. So the right answer for here is when you have time to manage your hard disk space, it is essential to organize your files in your spare time. It's actually about proper management. During our free time, we should quickly delete unnecessary videos that we don't need anymore. And with what's left, we should organize it properly. Okay? You know, guys. Lastly, we are going to talk about video management between broadcasting station and individual content creator. So this two has really a difference. So we are going to differentiate this two. For the broadcasting station, we are going to split it with three categories. The first one is film or the shooting aspect. So what is this? It is actually literally what you film. Okay, and then for the clean one, it means here that it has no subtitles, no logo, no effects, or no background music, etc., etc. Basically, it has only the cuttings. Okay. For the next one, the master, with this, it has the full elements like the subtitles, the effects, the logos, the background music, all of that thing. It's like the final outcome of your video. And next one, for the individual content creator, this is going to be hard because it can take a lot of memory or a lot of space. That's why we need to figure out where we are going to save our files. So as an individual content creator, you need to have your own SSD drive. This is what you call an external hard drive. That's an example. SSD drive. You need to have that. Or a web hard drive. What's a web hard drive? The examples are the Google Drive or the Dropbox. That where you can actually also save your files. So always remember, if you're an individual content creator, you must have to have your own SSD drive, and you should know about this web hard drive like Google Drive and Dropbox, so you can save more space and be more responsible with your file management and your memory management. Okay, that's all for now. We are done with our class for today. Thank you.